Hello, Romney Camp and Ride people. It's right now April 16th. Out here, I'm going to take a little ride to check out some of the favorite routes that people like to do. So this is Greenland Gap. Favorite for anybody that does it. Greenland Gap, one of the more scenic rides that people like to do during the camp and ride. It's a beautiful spot. Road seems to be in good condition. Here's something you'll often see, people pulling over. We'll give them a wave, say thank you. It's a pretty common occurrence. You'll get a lot of people here in West Virginia that are thoughtful of bikes and will pull over. Just a friendly wave is all they ever seem to expect. You will find some that don't feel that way. See if you can see it. Always a beautiful road and in pretty good condition. Actually, very good condition. Next up, one of my favorite twisty roads in the area. This one has a lot of banked turns. Just a lot of fun. As long as you don't get somebody in front of you, this is just a great road. This is riding up Mount Weather. I'm sorry, correction. That's riding up Mount Storm. I used to live on Mount Weather. Riding up Mount Storm is one of the truly great roads in the area. Okay, take a look here. This is a paved road and all kinds of gravel in it. If you're new to this area, to riding in this area, that's not an uncommon scene. You'll be riding along on gravel, or on a paved road, and you'll get to a corner and it'll be just strewn with stones, gravel, and obviously that's slippery when you get on pavement. Here you can see another set of gravel here. A lot of times that happens because people are pulling trailers and they cut the corner a little short and they end up dragging a bunch of stones into the corner. So just be really aware of that as you're riding in the area. Don't assume a corner is clean when you get to it. It could be a mistake. It's likely to be a mistake. I mean, not every corner is that way, and thankfully most of them aren't, but it's very common to see that. So be aware of it. Never come to Route 72 this way. This is nice. I like this. I'm approaching Route 72, which is an absolute fan favorite. I don't know if everybody does 72, but it's a wonderful road. People love it. Here in the town of Humbleton, a little bit before we get there, Route 72 feels like it's been paved since the last time I was here. It's in pretty good condition. I swear it seems wider than the last time I was here too. So it's in good shape. Some of you have been here before. It could be a little bit rough. A lot of patching on the side. It's gorgeous shape right now. Crazy big trailers that I'm not used to seeing on this route. I'm camping down on River Road because I can't imagine they're getting through some of the twists and turns on this road with those giant trailers. But something to be aware of for everybody if you're on 72. I'm on the north end right now heading south, or actually I should say I'm on the west end heading east, and I've seen multiple gigantic fifth wheel trailers being towed through here, which is not what I've ever seen before on Route 72. Be aware. Here's the turnoff for River Road. Once again, I'm heading east, so I'm going down River Road here just to the waterfall. See if it's running right now. Yeah, it looks like something's coming out of it. So, nice waterfall. It's not blasting out, but it's lovely. So, that's the waterfall just off from 72. If you need a place to fill your water, there's usually a place right up here. I won't vouch for it other than I've drank it a lot of times. I'm not going to tell you it's safe, but from the waterfall. It's just up here. If you're running out of water and you need to fill up, you got a spot right here to do it. Drink it at your own risk. I do it. Okay, this is always an interesting turn out of here. It's about a 270-degree turn. Make sure nobody's coming behind us. And bummer, there's a car that just went up that way. Really don't want to follow anybody on this road. So find a place to pull over and wait when it gets good. Once again, came out of River Road. This is the west end of it, then came up here onto 72. 72 is just a great road. See if this guy will give us a chance to pass him. Wonderful turns here. Alright, he's not going to let us pass. That's fine. One thing having a car in front of us does help you understand is just how narrow this road is. When you're on this road, really you want to be on the right side, because there's a lot of blind curves on this road, and there could be a car coming around on either way. This is not a one-way road. Alright, he's letting us go. Thank you. Alright, that's doesn't always happen as quick as you want it, but people in West Virginia generally are really good people. Well, they are good people, whether they let me go or not, but they're thoughtful. Somebody pulling over like that is not unusual. Don't be a dick when you're riding behind them. Don't tailgate them and push them. They'd much rather, be doing something kind for you rather than, getting pissed off and staying slow in front of you intentionally. So, it's a great place to ride. Even the car drivers are usually good to motorcyclists, like you just saw. It's a great time. Hope you're all having a good time at the camp and ride. Or we'll have a good time when you get there in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whenever I get this posted. Again, 72, awesome road. Wish you all could see this in the fall. It's a spectacular road. I never miss in the fall. I always come out here because it's amazing. I think there are a few routes that we've published that have 72 on it. Just ask either Wreck Checker or myself, or Chex Rex or myself, or probably more than half of everyone who's ever been to a camper ride before. If you've never done this route, they can tell you how to get there when you show up on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever you show up on. Just talk to people. People know this route. They can definitely help you find it. If it's first time and you're going out on your own or with a group that's never been here before, this is certainly a highly recommended part of your ride day, whatever day you do it. Hopefully it's dry. Route is always best when nobody else is on it. That's going to be almost impossible. First weekend in May, when we have probably about 100 riders, you'll see bikes coming in both directions. So just be aware, stay right. Again, gravel in the corner. Always be ready for gravel in the corner in West Virginia. No matter how lovely the road is paved, if people are cutting it short with trailers or even with big vehicles, there can be gravel in the corners and it will be slippery. Stay right, stay aware that any corner you have, you can have gravel. Okay, we're coming up to the east end of River Road, and I'm going to run down here real quick and show you. It's a bunch of lovely waterfalls. So I'm just going to turn in here, high water. All right, look off to the right. It'll be better when I turn around and come back up. You'll see a lot of waterfalls. It's nice when the water's this level. You'll see them. So I just got turned around. I got to the bottom of River Road off 72. I'm going to ride here on the edge, so hopefully you can see the waterfalls. Just a lot of waterfalls there off to the left. I certainly consider this to be part of riding 72, to just go into the entrance of River Road off from 72 on both directions. The good stuff, there's a car coming. The good stuff is right near 72. So there's a beautiful waterfall there. Lovely. The good stuff is close. Everybody's friendly, usually. More waterfalls. It's worth it. It's probably only a mile to the bottom from 72. on the east end to get to it. Definitely worth doing. Good place to take a break. See, the car was parked on the thing. Here's another one of these really fun corners. You want to make sure that nobody's coming. Nobody's coming, and you can come out here and do this. It's about a 290-degree turn. And back on 72. Again, highly recommend this road. This road is passable. Obviously, you've seen lots of cars, or you've seen cars. If you're at the event and you're with your family and they're not riding with you, it's, you know, it's a lovely road to go to. Lots of switchbacks. Again, West Virginia drivers, very nice. Not always, but often. That's another thing. I don't know if you saw the big birds that were there a few seconds ago. That's really common here in this area as far as having gigantic birds eating something dead in the middle of the road. I like to give them a chance to get away. Sometimes I'll honk a horn because I've had them take off and almost hit me, and they are gigantic. That is one of the riding hazards around here, is if you come up on a vulture eating something, it may take off at the wrong time and hit you. So, just something to be aware of. Safe to say you can find something you'll enjoy riding in this area, whether it's dirt, whether it's pavement, rough pavement, dirt roads, everything's here. The Romney Camp and Ride, I've never heard people come back and say, gee, I couldn't find anything fun to ride. I've heard them come back and say, gee, it sucked, it was raining. Heard that. I've never heard anybody complain that there's not enough options here to ride however it is you want to ride.